I'm standing in my front yard, and you can look behind me and see that our front yard has a bunch of trees. Those of you who have been by our house will know that the front yard has about 7 big trees, and one of the reasons we bought this house was because we really liked the trees. One time a couple of years ago, I was out at the Speedway on a Saturday night at the races, and Sarah called me to say that a big storm had come through and one of our great big trees fell over into the yard. And so the next day I came out and brought my chainsaw out and I cut it off and just left the stump there, thinking that if we ever wanted to pull the tree, having the stump left behind would be a good thing. Well, I want to show you that stump now and what's happened. It's been a couple of years and you can see there that the stump has started to grow. In fact, it's regrowing itself out of what was left over. I don't think we're going to pull this now. I think we're going to let it grow and see what happens, because I think it's kind of cool. And I like the idea that something that was almost dead has come back to life. One of the things that Jesus talked about a great deal when he was on the earth was the idea that new life is part of what he came to bring to us. He came so that things could start over again. He came so that we could have a second chance. He came so that we could begin again, so that the dead things could come alive again. In John chapter 10, verse 10, in fact, he says that he has come so that we might have life and have it to the full, or have it abundantly. Certainly there he's talking about eternal life, but I think he was also talking about life today, that he wants us to live a good life now. He wants us to avoid some of the big problems, and he wants us to find new life. Every time I look out this window, our front window, and see this stump, I'm reminded that new life is possible. Good things happen. Things change and become better all the time, especially when we're walking with Christ. If you need some hope today, let me reassure you, new life is available. Things get better. Things can always regrow.